Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today we've got the darkest of dark, the most emo of emo, Kayvaan Shrike. I don't know how to say that name. Kayvaan? I don't know. Anyway, it's the pretty boy emo marine with the most anime hair. He's getting anime hair. Blue hair. Sorry, I don't care how dark and tragic he looks, but honestly, he looks pretty cool, and I like that everything has its own special name. The Raven's Talons. What is it? Blackout. I've got my gun Blackout. Ooh, I'm so edgy. Anyway, whatever. I'm glad I'm too old to have experienced that. That's it. So we got a base. We don't even get a plastic tray. The rules, and actually only a single half sprue. I was kind of surprised. Sadly, if you're not already aware, that helmet of his is attached at the hips because, well, we gotta have that pretty boy face that's not in focus there. If this is a Kingdom Death model, you know that hair would be a separate piece. Kind of like his big base. Surprisingly, it only seems like it's one piece. It's on a 40mm. I really like his claws too, especially the retractable feet ones. I want to paint him up and have him hang out with my Corvus Cabal for Warcry. That's what I want to do. Anyway, alright, let's get him built up, and then we'll see how things go. So here we have all of the basic parts for Mr. Shrike. You can see his 2 legs, 2 parts of the torso, and the 2 hands. And obviously that awesome pretty boy head, which I'm going to enjoy painting. And yep, like I keep saying, he's getting blue anime hair. Always the protagonist has to have blue hair. After that, we're going to put on the shoulder pads and his Raven's Claw. Sorry, the Raven's Talons. That's the official name for it. But let's see how he looks when he's in one piece here. So here we have Shrike at his most basic. You'll notice there's little holes and spaces all over his body still. The next step is we're going to attach his shoulder pads and the Raven's Talons and any other gear floating around on him. I'm going to keep the backpack separate for now, but we'll go over the steps on that. So I'm going to get all his little detail parts, and we'll get those all ready to go here. Just if you're curious as well, keep in mind he is kind of hunched over, but even with a old Marine nearby, you can see he's pretty good size. Much more in line with an actual Primaris model. So yeah, I worry about that feather. I don't know what else makes his gun so special, but I haven't really even looked at the rules yet for him, so we'll take a look at that. But let's get his other gear all set here. Here you can see all his extra flashy bits. We've got one of the Raven's Talons with the claws contracted and then extended. His plain shoulder pad. The Raven Guard shoulder pad, his Corvus Cabal gear, because he wants to be part of Warcry, along with extra ammunition. His helmet, it is a full helmet, so you could hypothetically just cut that, trim that, and attach it to him. Nothing super special other than, I guess, the logo on the helmet. And then we have his landing claws there. So let's get all that attached to him now. And Shrike is coming along quite nicely. You can see here he is definitely wearing some heavily modified armor. I really do like those bird claws and the thrusters on the feet. I wonder if we'll see some raptors or assault dudes or whatever they're called. Killer Shrikes maybe. Definitely liking this figure. So the next step is his big custom backpack, because as far as I know, nobody else actually has any assault pack like his. So that'll be an interesting one to build. I'll show off the parts, and then we'll put the base together while we're at it. Here's Shrike's backpack all laid out. You've got the main backpack itself, and then you have the grav chutes, extra grav chutes, and the extended thrusters, and these little cannon things. And looking at the rules, there's no rules for cannons on his back unless these are actually grenade launchers, because I know he does have access to frag and crack grenades. It's a pretty complicated backpack for literally just a basic marine looking backpack, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to get that all put together and we'll see how it fits on Shrike. And then finally we have the base. The base, since I got it handy, is two parts. There's this main thing right here, which is where he sits on. He's got two little indentations right there. And then there is a little counterbalance piece with a slot that's going to plug in like so, just to give it a little bit more structure and stability. So that's the base. We'll put that together. We'll put the backpack together, and we will see how the figure looks with it all ready to go. So there's the base finished, because it required so much work. And here is the backpack. And you can see I made a mess with the glue. We'll have to clean that up later, but it's got those double grav chute thrusters. And surprisingly, it's just a easy, simple fit like that. Says he is, it doesn't go together nicely. So like so, and he's got his cool little grenade launchers. We'll just keep that there. And do you want to stand? Oh my goodness, you want to stand up on your own. Quite impressive, friend. So, can't even fit his gun on the screen, but you can see he is definitely going to have a very inspiring and commanding presence on the tabletop with that really overdramatic base and his cool little flyboy backpack. I'm really happy with the figure. I was able to get it for a reasonable price. Reasonable prices are always nice, and especially when they come with the amount of parts for a figure, because we all know that GW's figures, especially the characters, are not very cheap. For whatever reason, they have that individual unit tax, and considering he was about 25 pieces in all, even with his backpack and base, it's not that bad. Obviously, I don't even play Raven Guard. I don't really play Marines for that matter, but I do have a smattering of them, and I do enjoy the very characterful ones every now and then. So I was quite pleased to get him. Hopefully, this has been of some use to you if you're curious what the model looks like all put together or how it goes together, and I hope you will be back soon for more Obscurities and Miniatures. With that said, this is High Lord Tamberline, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.